This week's video we'll be talking about grip strength. So grip strength is the ability to grip or hold something in your hands for either a period of time, so endurance work, or strength work where we need to use it for a quick bout of movement. So grip strength, we use it every day, all the time. So general activities such as holding a cup of coffee, holding the kettle, gripping onto suitcases, books, even at work, carrying pieces of equipment or items, either over a period of time or just quickly picking them up and putting them away. So grip strength is really important. It usually, the main muscles that we use for grip strength is our forearm flexors and extensors. So doing this kind of movement is really important for grip strength, as we are using our wrists in different ways when we pick up different objects. Also the ability to bend and contract our fingers and move them and squeeze the object to hold onto it. I'm going to show you a few different exercises to improve grip strength and improve the muscles, strength and endurance around the wrist and in the fingers. So depending on your goals, different lengths of time of each exercise will vary. So if your goal is to use your grip strength for a quick bout of power, for example, opening a jar or holding a kettle for 5 seconds, or if your goal is more endurance, carrying an object in your hands for a period of time, a minute walk down the street or around work. So for the strength side, we want to aim for a shorter amount of time and less reps. And for the endurance, we hold for a longer period of time to essentially replicate that movement in real life. So you're going to need some equipment for the next few exercises. For the first exercise, you will need a ball of some sort. So I have a Pilates ball, but you can use a tennis ball or a rolled up towel as well to replicate this exercise. So with this one, you'll be putting the object into your hand and gripping onto this. So this not only works our wrist flexors and extensors, depending on what position your wrist is in, but also works the muscles going into our fingers as well. So gripping onto it, you can also use different sizes as well. So you can use a smaller ball or a smaller towel rolled up to work our finger muscles and extensors and flexors a little bit more, or a bigger one to work a little bit more of our wrist and our forearm muscles. The next exercise, you will need a dumbbell or some sort of weight, something a little bit bulkier. So we're going to challenge our fingers in a different position this time, spreading them out a little bit wider, gripping over the weight and holding like this. So I will be standing up and you'll be gripping the weight. So you can either do walks with this, you can do lunges with this, squats with this movement, holding onto the weight and gripping it. So again, you should feel it through your forearm. The next exercise, you will need some sort of support, such as a table. I'm just going to use my knee as demonstration. You're going to hold the weight in your hand, palm facing up. In this position, you are then going to curl just your wrist. So your forearm isn't actually moving, or your arm, it's just your wrist curling up with control. The next exercise is quite similar, but we're going face down with our palm now, curling up. Again, keeping your forearm and upper arm quite steady. You may be surprised how often we actually do use grip strength and what activities require it. So other ways to improve grip strength without actually performing a grip strength directed exercise is to do a pull-up, for example. So in the pull-up position, working on pulling up body weight, so loading the wrists, loading the forearm with that, also a chin-up. Other exercises, as I mentioned before, a squat with weight. So if the weight is hanging down and you have to grip and hold on to it, and gravity wants to push it to the ground, that is also improving grip strength. Another example is the deadlift as well. So with the deadlift, either using 1 or 2 weights or even a barbell. Coming into this position, the weight will be hanging down already, gravity wants to take it down, pushing your bottom back and already gripping onto this weight. Otherwise it will drop and coming back up. Also challenging your grip strength with different objects. So today we used the ball and also the weight, but you can also use thin towels, different objects and different sizes to help increase your grip strength in different positions and different holds. I hope you find some of these exercises beneficial for you. If you have any questions, please ask. Otherwise, come into the clinic and we can set you up with a program tailored to your goals and your needs.